Hello, welcome to RCC's Math Tape 074, Linear Inequalities. As we go through this material, you will be expected to know how to solve linear equations. If you don't know this material, you can review Math Tapes 072 and 073. As you go through the tape, take thorough and accurate notes. Mark on your paper any place you don't understand so that you can ask for help from a tutor or a lab instructor when you go to the lab. Also, as you work through the exercises I give you, be sure to mark any places you don't understand for the same purpose. Now let's begin. On this tape we have one objective: solve linear inequalities. Let's begin with the definition. The definition of an inequality is the following. An inequality is a mathematical sentence in which the verb is an inequality symbol. An inequality is a mathematical sentence in which the verb is an inequality symbol. An inequality is a mathematical sentence in which the verb is an inequality symbol. The four inequality symbols that we'll be using in this course are less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. Let's look at examples of these. Our first example says -1 plus 8 is less than 20. -1 plus 8 is less than 20. Well, -1 plus 8 is 7, and 7 is less than 20 is true. And so our first example is an example of a true inequality. Example 2 says 1/2 is greater than 5. Well, 1/2 is not greater than 5. This example is false. The third example says x is less than or equal to 6. X is less than or equal to 6. Is this true or is it false? We don't know. We don't know until someone tells us the value that x has. So here's an example of one where we don't know whether it's true or false. This last type, where we don't know, is the type that we will actually be working with. So we need two more definitions. The first one says, the solution of an inequality is the set of all numbers that make a true inequality when substituted for the variable. The solution of an inequality is the set of all numbers that make a true inequality when substituted for the variable. The solution of an inequality is the set of all numbers that make a true inequality when substituted for the variable. These are the numbers that we will be interested in finding. Another definition is for the graph of an inequality. The graph of an inequality is a picture of its solution on the number line. The graph of an inequality is a picture of its solution on the number line. The graph of an inequality is a picture of its solution on the number line. As we graph an inequality, let's consider, for example, the graph of x is less than or equal to 6. We want to show on a number line a picture of all the numbers that make this inequality true. For example, 5 is less than or equal to 6, and so 5 must be included in our picture. 3 is less than or equal to 6, and so 3 must be included in our picture. Negative 40 is less than 6, and so we must include negative 40. We should also include 0, 1/3, negative 8, 6, because 6 is less than or equal to 6. Very quickly we realize that the graph is going to show an infinite list of numbers. There are infinitely many numbers that make this statement true, and we are to show a picture of all of them. So we need a procedure for how to go about such a thing. This procedure I have starred. It's very important. Let's take it step by step. The procedure to graph an inequality. Step 1, circle its boundary number point on the number line. Circle its boundary number point on the number line. Circle its boundary number point on the number line. What is a boundary number point? Well, for x is less than or equal to 6, the boundary number is 6, and so we would circle 6 on the number line. Step 2, fill in the circle only if the boundary number is included in the solution. Fill in the circle only if the boundary number is included in the solution. Fill in the circle only if the boundary number is included in the solution. How do we know? The boundary number is included in the solution if we have less than or equal or greater than or equal. The key here is we must have the equal part. The equal part must be part of the inequality for us to include the boundary in the solution. Step 3, shade all the points on the number line that are included in the solution. Shade all the points on the number line that are included in the solution. Shade all the points on the number line that are included in the solution.